You have to be in awareness of your word. What is it that you say you're gonna do that you do or you don't do? And notice the people that promise a lot and do very little have very little. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Frank Quiniguez, the ambassador of reading. And today's topic, your word, the key to success. Your word, the key to success. And I was thinking, I was on my way over here, and I already had a topic that I wanted to talk about. And you know, we're always throwing up ideas. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And I was ready to do the other topic. However, when I got here, I was not got here, but almost getting here, I was like, man, no, I want to give something to our audience. They've been with us for a while, and I've noticed our channel is picking up a lot of subscribers. Right now we have 107,000 subscribers. That's a lot of subscribers. And so I said, you know what? Let's keep it going. So what am I going to give our audience? I'm going to give them a topic that will help them reach success. And here it is, your word, the key to success. That's it, your word. Your word, what does your word mean to you? And I noticed that many times when I speak in front of a large audience and I tell my story, man, people get excited about the story. Wow, Frank, man, how can I be like you? I want to be like you. How did you go from a high school dropout to becoming a teacher, a successful teacher, and then retiring your dream job at the age of 40? And I tell them, I'll tell you, look, this is what I did. I read books, I went to seminars, and I start telling them, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah. And they don't want the work. People just want something for nothing, and it doesn't work. If you want to be like anyone, then do what they do. And your chances of becoming as good as them or even better, who knows, are very high. But don't think that because you think it and no action behind it, it's gonna work. It's not gonna work. And you have to be in awareness of your word. What is it that you say you're gonna do that you do or you don't do? And notice the people that promise a lot and do very little have very little. Ideas up in the air, they're very fun, they're easy to do. They're like, yeah, man, I wanna do this, I wanna do that. That's easy. To get ideas, anybody can come up with the ideas. To get action behind the ideas, that takes a lot. And to hold on to your guns, that's a lot. Many times when I present to multi-level marketing companies, they like my story or they like the story of various people in the company. Man, I wish I could be like that one or like that one or like that one. And I tell them it's not that hard. Follow them, and usually multi-level marketing companies, they work with each other, they help each other grow. And I tell them anybody here is gonna be willing to teach you how to do what they did so you can have the success they have. And I tell them, if you could follow them for a month and you could get exactly what they promise you that you're gonna get in a month, would you do it? Whatever it is, 500, 1,000, 2,000, whatever it is. And they're like, yeah, I'm willing to do it. Well, take out a notebook, get a pen and follow them, go, they're right there. And chances are they're gonna tell you about the system that they've used. And they're probably gonna tell you, do 5 phone calls, do 3 presentations, give some of the product out so people can try it, change your attitude, be happy, and you gotta take notes. And then you have to ask them how many days, and you write it down. For how long, whatever they tell you, you write down. And then notice, promise, put your signature, put it on the bottom of the page, and then put your name. If it was me, I, Frank Quiniguez, promise to do the following, and then follow that plan and follow it every day. At the end of the month, you are gonna get that result. You are gonna get that compensation. But if you don't do it, don't expect it. You're gonna wanna blame the company, or you're gonna wanna blame the person that helped you, or you're gonna wanna blame the world instead of looking at you and how you keep up with your word or not keep up with your word. So I tell them, yeah, it's exciting. My story or their story is exciting, and people want the story, but they don't want the work. It doesn't work that way. So, and I've noticed something about the multi-level marketing systems. And I noticed something about what I do with my class, my mastermind class that I teach for a year. I know for sure in my class, everything that I present for people to do is easy to do. However, it's also easy not to do. And according to Napoleon Hill, he says that two things hold the individual from getting to success: laziness and indifference. So the moment comes for you to get up that day and you go to work and you already put in 8 hours, and here you're trying to grow a business and you're supposed to do 5 phone calls, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so tired, I'll just do 10 tomorrow. You're not gonna do it. Because if you can't do 5, what makes you think that you're gonna do 10? Or go visit 3 people and you go to the first one and they go, no, not interested. You know what? Get out of here. And you're like, oh yeah, I just better go home. I'm tired. Maybe another day. Another day will be 10 years, 5 years, 50 years, never. Because you're not in awareness of your word. Now, if you said you were going to knock on 3 doors, go knock on 3 doors. If you said you were going to knock on 10 doors, go knock on 10 doors. Don't go home until you knock on 10 doors. And if somebody's just wasting your time talking about things that you're not supposed to be talking about for too long, leave. Leave. You're wasting time and you're not going to be able to knock on all those doors. Now, if you get a customer that's buying, it's enrolling into the program, well, you may want to stick around. Don't just go, well, I got to knock on 10 doors. You got to look at it. Now, if you have enough time, well, go ahead and do it. Keep your word. And I'm going to tell you what my mother used to say about keeping your word, okay, in a little bit. So everything that I teach in my class, everything that I've noticed to the different companies that I've presented to, it's easy to do and easy not to do. Easy to do and easy not to do. And don't wear yourself out. Don't do 24/7. People say 24/7, 365 days a year. No. Hold it. It's got to be, there's got to be time for rest and time for relaxation, time to be with the family, time to love each other. Just relax. It doesn't have to be go all the time. You just follow the program. I'm sure it's going to be easy. So now, if somebody's teaching you how to do something for a month, do it from beginning to end. Now, big corporations have meetings every 3 months or every 4 months. Maybe you want to commit for 3 months, but don't commit like, oh, I promise to hang out for 3 months and don't do the work, because it's not going to work. If you say you're going to be here for 3 months, then break it down to 1 month, and then break down month to 4 weeks, and then notice what you do in that week. And if you were to give yourself a grade, what would you give yourself? An A, a B, a C, a D? And that's going to be your result at the end of the month. And if you're doing what you said you were going to do, which is keeping your word, chances are you're going to love that month. And the second month, you're going to be so excited. You're going to be like, yes, I'm happy for the next month. At the end of the term, you have a choice either to leave or continue. Well, if you're getting the result first month, second month, third month, why would anybody want to go? You're going to stick around. So once you do what you said you're going to do and you're getting the result, your chances are you're going to be liking your life. But if you're not doing what you said you're going to do, don't complain. Don't blame it on them. Look at you. Look at you. Look at the way you commit to your word. There are systems of success, systems that have a lot of success, systems like Amazon. Amazon is huge. They're worldwide. You know why? Because they keep to their word. They keep their promise. When they tell you you're going to get whatever product they have in stock, and if they tell you they can deliver in 24 hours, they're going to deliver in 24 hours. 48 hours, they're going to deliver. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. And if you can track if your item didn't get there, you can make a phone call and they'll tell you what's going on. You can track it on the computer, on your phone. And you're like, wow, I trust Amazon. So systems, any system that has success, they follow it. It's a system. Wouldn't it be so cool that you discover the system that works for you, that takes you to success? And I know one key ingredient that does make a big difference, your word. What do you say that you're going to do? Your word is a must for you to have success. Now, for the multi-level marketing, there are people that keep their word, 80% or better. Those are good people to keep. And for them, what you want to do is you want to create a group of people that keep with what they said they were going to do. And then there's people that do 50% or better. You still want to keep them because they can transform into the 80 plus. Now, people that don't keep their word, you want to invest some time, but not too much, because if they don't know how to keep their word, why would you want to carry a load? Don't carry a load. If they're interested, they're going to show you that they're interested. Now, if some of them start keeping their word and things change, well, pay attention. It's up to you. Maybe they transfer to the 50 plus and then the 80 plus, and there you have it. But being awareness, you don't want to spend too much time over here with a group that doesn't want to move. 50 plus, they're good. They can transform, like I told you. 80 plus, you want to keep a constant reminder. You still want to motivate. You want to hang out and help each other out. Those are good. But if they're not keeping the word, well, it's up to you. You have to be in awareness. Awareness, I'll talk about it at the end, towards the end. Let me see. Time of commitment, I already talked about. Successful follow-up. Now, the story of success motivates. I love this. When I'm in front of a big audience, people come up to me and they're like, wow, Frank, I want to be like you. I started that at the beginning. I just want to connect it so I can close. Or they want to be like the main chief. They want to go up to this level or that level. Now, the story, any story of success motivates. Yes. And motivation is great. I heard it at some place where motivation is like blowing up a balloon. And you get really big and excited and you go home. And when you get home, it's like, oh yeah, you wasted another day. You went out to your meetings. You don't do anything. Boop, it pops, done. Nothing happens. You just got excited for a little bit. Now, the story of success with action transforms. Now, notice it, okay? The story of success with action transforms. And I like to think that when people come up to my mastermind class, they come in motivated. They get excited for something that I said or something that someone they know said about the class, and they get really excited. They show up, and now it's, let's keep up with your work, with your word and your work both. Let's keep up with your word. We meet every other week. Why? We want to get excited. We want to motivate, and we want to help, and we want to help them to continue to grow. What do we do in those 2 weeks? We read, we floss, we drink water, we eat fruits and vegetables. We take care of our systems. We take care of our thoughts. Now, it's a long haul. It's a year. What's going to happen? At the end of the year, 1,500 pages. Don't you think they're going to transform? And that's what I mean. The story of success with action transforms, but it's got to be action with awareness. You could be running all day long, but if you're not in awareness of the direction or the destination, then you're just going to be running. It's not going to work. You have to be in awareness. If you want to change, awareness is key. Be aware of what you want to accomplish. Be aware of what you want to do. If you're in awareness of your word and what you are committing to, things change. It will change drastically. But it's got to be with awareness. A lot of people, they commit or they promise, they say they're going to do, but they don't do it. And it's kind of like, what? What happened? I thought you said you were going to be here. Yeah, but you know what? And there comes the story. And they don't keep up with their word. Now, what my mother used to say, she would call us once in a while and she would get all 9 of us together. And she would tell us, you guys are going to do good. You guys are going to do good. And however, since you're going to be doing good, make sure you keep your word. Because people trust people that keep their word. And I was like, I don't know, one of us, one out of the 9 would ask her, maybe me, hey mom, and are we always going to keep our word? And she was very wise to tell us, no, you're not always going to keep your word. Nobody keeps their word 100% during their lifetime. Nobody. Things happen. However, she said, make sure that you keep your word most of the time so that people can trust you. It's not going to be the success that they're going to look at. It's not going to be the money or anything else. But if they can trust you to keep your word, that's what they're going to follow. So keep your word as best as possible. I think she was wise to tell us that. And I remember one time I came home, and we have a pretty big home. I came in, and then as I was turning, and my wife and my daughter were in the kitchen, and they were talking. And I don't know what the conversation was about. I don't remember, but I do remember this. Last words came out of my daughter's mouth, and she said, Mom, if Dad said he was going to do it, then he's going to do it. Wow, that's a big grade. Wow. I'm like, sweetie, what did I say I was going to do? I want to make sure that I do it. She just laughed. But do you know that's a grade? She's giving me a good grade. How does your kid grade you? How does your husband grade you? How does your wife grade you? How does your family grade you? How do you grade you? Because it does make a difference. It does matter. Be in awareness. Don't overpromise. Don't overpromise. Promise if you think you're going to be able to do it, do it. And inside we know we're going to be able to do it. Like, can you do this? And inside you'll be like, oh, it's going to be a tight squeeze. You know what? I better not. I better go here. But then sometimes you just got to go for it. You know what? I'll do it. And then give it your best shot. Like my mom said, hey, it's not going to be 100%, but do keep your word most of the time. It's very important. The word, your word is the key to success. Keeping your word is the key to success. And I wanted to make sure I got to everything that I was thinking about. I hope you liked the video. Thank you for your support. We keep on growing, and you know what has kept us going and growing is that we've kept our word as a team to deliver. You know, every time we've got to record, we come in and record. Then everybody else does whatever they're going to do. They edit, they put it on, they do they do the cover. Everybody handles their own business. And you know, I think that's what's moving us forward with our audience, that they know they can count on us for delivering content that makes a difference to themselves and to the people they love. Very well, we're going to leave it at that. Just remember, your word, keeping your word is the key to success. Keep your word. Very well, till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, Frank Quiniguez, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for. Thank you for watching our channel, and congratulations for making it here, where we give information that benefits the individual that's watching and their loved ones. I invite you to subscribe and be part of our channel, set the notifications, and watch the new videos. Thank you and welcome.